Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to another beer review. Now, by the time you've seen this one, you've already seen my Northern Monk. Most probably seen my Northern Monk Black Forest Gatto rant. It was a terrible beer, absolutely terrible. So I've got another Northern Monk to bring you, but this one, I've got a feeling about this one, uh, because you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Right, in life in general, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But you know what's becoming apparent to me regarding Northern Monk, if they've got a shit looking can, it usually ends up being a shit tasting beer. This one, a little bit different. It looks a little bit more refined in design. We have got a beer they collabed with Wiper and True. Now, I'm not very well versed with Wiper and True, and that's basically because of geographical reasons. I'm up in the north of Yorkshire, bordering on the northeast of England, and Wiper and True, I think, are they based near Bristol Way or something? So I don't hear of them up here. My bottle shops don't stock them, so I can only get Wiper and True from going to a supermarket. So when I saw this collab, tastefully decorated can as well in Moz's, I thought I'd pick it up and give it a go. We have got a can of Dark Matter from Northern Monk and Wiper and True. This is coming in 8.4% ABV. Now that Black Forest Gatto shite was 8%, I think it was. I've just popped on the Northern Monk website. They're selling this for £4 a can. You know, considering how strong it is, um, that's a pretty good price, I think. So there's the backside. Um, is that the front or is that the back or what? Is that the front? Right. It says Uniting Space Race to Find Dark Matter Decadent Stout. It says it does look great, doesn't it? The can looks great. The can looks tastefully done. And if a brewery, I've said this countless times on this channel over the years, if the brewery takes care in its presentation, they usually take care in the beer. Who knows? Let's just crack it open. See what it's about. There's promising roast, malt, and chocolate on this. At the moment, a roastiness and an alcohol presence in the aroma. I apologise for the state of the glass. It's not very professional. I don't see myself as a professional beer reviewer. I just see myself as someone who loves beer. So let's pour it out like you do. What else can I tell you about this? Well, being in Moz's and being away the can looked, it stuck out a mile really, because sometimes when I go into Morrison's, it feels like they do have some crap in there. So yeah, let's put it up to that is jet black, that off-white head. Let's get a whiff. Again, all I'm getting is roastiness from that. Not much else. Looking forward to it. Cheers, everybody. See that smile. My faith is a pun. My faith in Northern Monk. That's a pun, isn't it? My faith in Northern Monk, even though I absolutely hammered them in the last review I did, has been restored in a way regarding this beer. Um, this beer does not feel like a craft beer to me. It feels like an old school strong stout. It feels like a beer people used to drink in the old days. Mouthfeel, everything. It's warts and all in taste. Um, it says on the website, bring up the brew sheet. Brought up the brew sheet. There is nothing on that brew sheet. I just wish, it's not, it's not a, you know, it's not a secret about brewing beer, what you put in your beer. There's no secret to it. So why do you be so blasé with your brew sheets? Just tell us. I think every other brewery knows how to brew a stout. Just put it up. Tell us what it's all about. Get into this. First off, the strength is there. It's paramount. You can feel it on the nose. You can feel it on the first taste. But what I like about this is that it feels like a beer it feels like it's been stripped back to a degree. It feels like they have stripped back to basics with this beer. It feels like a very old school stout, a strong stout, an imperial stout. That's what it feels like to me. It does not feel like a craft beer in the modern day. Again, again. You get the roastiness, you get the maltness, you get plain chocolate bitterness. You could say you get a hint of espresso coffee bitterness. The mouthfeel, quite harsh. The mouthfeel's quite relatively harsh. But there's just so many old school characteristics in this beer for me. It doesn't feel like a modern day craft beer stout. It feels more like a strong stout that a working man goes to the pub after a hard day's graft. And for me, I love it. For that, I love it. I think they have stuck to the brief of brewing an old school beer for me in this, and it's worked a treat. It really has. I think they've flung away with all the adjunct bullshit. What was in the Black Forest Gatto bollocks? Or there's another one out I haven't had yet, but I will do it at some point. Is it the chocolate fudge one? I can't remember now. And they've actually done a beer with integrity. They've actually done a beer which I actually think is really, really good. And for me, one of the best stouts of recent times in a supermarket. Now, I know that's a big thing to say, but it's sticking true to its colours, and I like that. It's sticking to its guns. It's got a slight hint of integrity to it. It is. It's got all the flavours that defines a strong stout. It's there. The mouthfeel's there, and for me, that is a good effort. It's a good effort. It really is. Boys and girls, Northern Monk, Wiper and True, Dark Matter. Give it a go. It gets a thumbs up for me. I think that is a cracking beer. It is. And that's saying something. See you on my next one. Bib bib.